I've been going to this church since I was knee-high to a duck.
Yeah.
So it's pretty tragic. Really don't know. I'm about in the dark as everybody because I changed my mind to go to church today, and so did my daughter. Otherwise, we'd be there.
Right now, authorities do not know the identity, or they're not publicly releasing the identity of the suspect. There is no known motive. They don't know if this was an intended target. They don't know if this was a potential domestic dispute, a terrorist attack, or religious hate crime. Ted Williams, detectives, also criminal defense attorney, joins us on the phone. Ted, it really is far too early to speculate in that way, but, you know, it's a Sunday morning, small town, and not a major soft target like a terrorist attack. Ted, are you there?
Well, Eric.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, was that a question for me?
This is for Ted Williams, but I believe that is the voice of former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davis. Is that who I'm hearing right now?
That's correct. I'm
okay,
still with you.
Well,
Yep.
Commissioner Davis, we'll go with you. We just got reports from our Brian Yennis that the ATF Houston Field Division officers are on scene, as well as the San Antonio ATF Division officers. Again, we also have reports that some of the eyewitnesses heard the shooter reload multiple times. It is a small community of about 400 people. Those pieces that we do know, how do those pieces begin to put together the puzzle of this mass shooting in Sutherland Springs, Texas?
Well, the arrival of the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms is extremely important to these cases. They bring a wealth of special expertise about firearms. They're very helpful in putting together the crime scene and helping track down the weapons that are involved to get some sense as to where the suspect purchased the weapons and the ammunition that he used to attack this church. The FBI would naturally send people to a case like this. You can't draw anything from that at this point in time, unless there is an announcement that the FBI has taken over the investigation. That would be a whole different ball game if that happened. But right now, it's still very much a response phase, and I think one of the things that you have to remember, when you get 40 or 50 miles outside of a major city and you're in a rural location like this, you get one or two police officers that respond to this scene. Sometimes their backup is 15 or 20 minutes away. So it's hard to tell exactly what happened here. But the fact that the police were able to stop this assault so quickly, I think, is that's going to be a very interesting part of the story.
Very much part of the story. Commissioner Davis, if you would stand by for me, I want to reset the scene here on this breaking news happening out of near San Antonio, Texas. There has been a mass shooting that we're reporting here on this Fox News alert happening this Sunday morning at a small church in Sutherland Springs, Texas, which is about 30 miles southeast of San Antonio. A very small congregation. We're told 50 people or so in mass at the time when reports of a lone gunman walking into this mass at 11:30 this morning Central Time in Texas, opening fire on parishioners who were there worshiping on this Sunday morning.
The Associated Press, quoting the sheriff's office, says that, yes, there are multiple people who have been killed in this mass shooting, others wounded. There were about 50 people inside the church during the service when they say that suspect walked in and opened fire before he was, quote, taken down. Among the wounded, we're told, a 2-year-old and some other children, a horrific act among people of faith as they are celebrating life and faith. Ted Williams joins us now from a Washington, D.C. bureau. He is a former homicide detective and criminal defense attorney. Ted.